Oh,
well, so just go back to insults briefly.
Go on,
you know, it's saying...
see, that's...
Goofy, that's not fair.
No, because that's what he said, it's in my head.
What do you mean he said? When did he say that?
No, I mean...
When did you call me goofy?
No, he didn't. He said about what's in the head.
Hey,
no, when it's...
come on.
Come off it. Don't
What? Who's calling me goofy?
No.
I'm not even goofy. Goggle-eyed's fair enough.
Yeah, but you can sort your look out, I can't.
What do you mean how can I sort my look out? I'm not even goofy, that's not fair.
You've got the proper features.
What?
Just needs sorting out a bit. I can't help it if my hair's not good.
I noticed the other day when Carl was sitting on your knee having his picture taken. Yeah. It's a long story, right? He's got a completely spherical head. It's slightly too small. I'm not being funny, because, I mean, you know, I'm not perfect. But he's got a completely spherical little head. He looks a little bit like a baby hamburger. You know hamburger off, McDonald's?
Sure.
He looks like a little baby hamburger. And it's sort of quite put upon. It's...
Suzanne thinks I look like that thing in that Dulux advert. Do you know when the woman pulls the head off that?
That little plasticine morph type
and then they make a new ad for it. And it's like a little head.
Really?
And that's your girlfriend saying it.
I know. Anyway, listen, let's get back to, business here. This is, a great track. It's America by Simon and Garfunkel. This is what I started saying, we don't care about being trendy and all that. That was it. Strokes, last night, XFM 104.9, we're flying now, 35 minutes into it. No real hiccups, I don't think that
so far.
It's just going really well. My name's Ricky Gervais, with me Steve.
Hello there.
Carl. Alright. Coming up soon, White Van Carl. We ask Carl the questions that the Sun asked someone else.
Exactly.
This is a good feature.
It's a great feature.
I'll be testing Carl on the new re-education of Carl, as you know. He got a GCSE.
It's the last one, isn't it?
In history. It was the last heavy sort of one, yeah.
No.
So Winston Churchill. Yeah, because we're going on to more sort of, metaphorical and metaphysical, pursuits, aren't we?
Not that book.
Yeah, that's the Aesop
Can't read
Fables.
that in a week.
You don't have to read it,
Right,
just choose the ones about the foxes eating penguins. You'll like that. Steve, over to you.
Thanks very much. I wonder if, I don't think we've made much progress yet on sending Carl into into the air with the...
No, this has gone a bit ballistic,
Gone
actually.
off the idea.
Oh no, shut up.
No, you haven't gone off yet.
We've inflamed the imagination of the capital. There's people offering left, right and centre, and, I think it's a good idea, but I think we should, you know, make a day of it. I think we should send you up in some balloons, right? Maybe, you know...
Well, hang on, before we carry on, let's explain what happened, because people might not have listened last week.
I don't believe that.
There are one or two, Rick.
I don't believe that.
People who are ill,
them.
maybe out of the country.
Okay.
Yeah, so last week we discovered, was it that 623, is it 6,000?
No, I read that 6,000 balloons filled with helium can lift a bloke off the floor.
I think that's too many. I think we could do it for less, certainly.
Well, anyway, listen, there are various organisations which actually exist already that can provide this kind of entertainment, this kind of fun. I mean, I didn't realise there was a whole kind of market for this already, but apparently there is.
Nor did I, no.
Incredible. Anyway, so we're going to try and track one of them down. We're going to see if they can organise it so that you, Carl, can float into the air. We need to get you, what, is it at least 11 feet up?
Yeah, if it's
and I think certainly higher. I mean, I can't remember what the record is, but it's quite a long way.
11,000.
11,000 feet.
Yeah, but I think they're all official. I want to do it with, like, those little balloons you get for a quid at the zoo or
I don't think that can be right, health and safety wise. I don't think that can be healthy.
I think if we get him to sign something, which I will.
Okay.
I think we'll cover ourselves.
But yeah, certainly we're thinking of maybe making it a bit like, is it Tea in the Park?
Yeah.
Capital FM,
yeah, the big event.
We could get sort of Steps, at least H from Steps can come down and host the event.
I mean, I don't mind, comparing it. Steve's gonna do, Steve's learning to sort of like scratch and mix and beat match, and you're getting pretty...
I'm making a lot of progress, yeah.
You are gonna be a turntablist.
Yeah.
Steve never learnt an instrument, which he regrets, you know, and, you know, he's a modern lad, and, he's using, turntables as his instrument.
I just got two turntables and a microphone, and so far, I mean, seriously, I'm cutting out big style. No, don't laugh, because it is mental, the sort of kind of stuff I'm coming out with. And I'm scratching, I've got the beats, you know, matching.
Can you imagine that?
Shut up, it's at the...
No,
look at the Chemical Brothers, for goodness sake. If you're talking about freaks, look at those weirdness. Man alive!
At least you cut your hair at Gavin.
You know that
whatever it's called.
They used to kind of at least faintly appear in their videos. The next one is just some shots of, like, what you see from outside a train. To them, that is more glamorous and exciting, apparently, than seeing the lads themselves in the video.
Who do you think's cooler to look at, Steve or the Chemical Brothers?
Steve.
Definitely, yes! You're absolutely right, Carl, and that's the first sensible thing you've said for a long time.
If I was to work with Steve on some music,
if
he had the choice, I think Steve would look better on a album cover.
Really?
Yeah.
What would you do? Would you change him at all? What would you do with his image?
I'd put him in the distance, so
I can't believe this is...
no, just so you don't look as tall, that's doing you a favour.
You know, I was on the, this is true, I was on the tube, right, coming in to meet Gervais the other day, and I was wearing a suit, and my mobile phone slipped out of my pocket, and it landed on the seat, and I didn't realise this, and as I was about to get off, some bloke who was sat there like an old guy, he picked up the phone, he went, "Oi, Lanky, you dropped your mobile phone." And I was like, well, I thank you for pointing out I dropped my phone, but did you have to do the Lanky?
But you knew who he meant. I bet you turned round straight away. It worked.
Knew he meant Steve.
but-
He's done you again.
But I was the only person stood up, it was a fairly empty train.
Was there any other lanky people there?
No.
Well then.
No, but my point was there was no one else at all who was about to exit the train.
Okay, so he didn't need lanky.
He could have got "excuse me, sir," or "oi you," anything, but "oi Lanky."
I know.
It's that thing, though, isn't it? That's what I'm talking about. You say the thing that you don't want to say. It's like me with Ken Dodd and Will.
I think he wanted to say this.
Oh, well.
I think he took pleasure in it.
I think he went, "That bloke's lanky. I shouldn't say that." Yeah, I should. Oi, lanky.
What's he
He's got
gonna
your
do?
phone. Yeah. Do you want your phone back or not?
But this balloon thing, anyway, it's got a bit out of hand.
Why is it out of hand? What are you
No,
worried
it's
about?
funny. I just want to. I want to sort of like tie them all to the back of your belt. So as you go up there, you sort of tip forward slightly, so you're going up slightly upside down.
We could paint some advertising on your bald head.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah, we'll do that, Lanky.
That'd be great.
Here he comes.
No, I mean, last week it was just a bit of fun about going, like, just lifting my feet off the ground.
No.
And that's a big difference to what it's got now.
No, okay, well, I'll tell you what, we'll do 100 feet in the air, and I'll hold on to the rope.
But we'll do it at Wembley Arena and we'll sell tickets. But it'll be for charity, Carl.
It'll be for charity.
No, we'll have lots of underprivileged kids coming along to see it,
It's
you
just got out
know.
of hand. It's like, you know, I like karaoke, but I wouldn't want to go on Stars in the Rise.
Sure.
And it's got out of hand. That's how it's sort of, it's grown too big. I don't
Who would you do if you were on Stars in the Right?
I'd do that,
Moby?
no, that Jack the Knife song. I love
Jack the Knife.
Old Mac Heath. That one, yeah?
Yeah.
Is Mac the Knife?
That's what I do.
But which
He'd do a hip-hop version.
but which of the many singers would you impersonate? You can't, it's not the song, is it? It's the singer.
You could do, Jimmy Somerville, I think. Quite well.
Yeah, Somerville you'd be good at.
Moby. Did Morph bring out a
I
single?
don't think Morph did.
Didn't he?
No, I'm not sure.
Sure, didn't he have a theme tune? Did Morph? Phone in if you think Morph.
Morph didn't speak, Rick. Let
Didn't
him
he?
sing.
Morph hardly had any features.
True.
Right.
Express 2 featuring David Byrne, Lazy, XFM 104.9, Quarter to 2, I'm Ricky Gervais, Steve's got the sun.
Yes, I'm
We're just going to be doing White Van Carl, where we ask Carl the questions the Sun asked some other bloke.
That's right.
Because we think Carl's got more to say than anyone on anything. Carl only tells the truth, by the way. Just remember that, listeners. Off you go.
Yes, well, today's White Van Man in the Sun is John Slade. He owns his own door maintenance company. His answers are very informative, I have to say. But Carl, what do you make of the Channel 4 producer, aged 30, who duped a school into believing he was a teenager for a documentary? Are you familiar with this story?
No, go on.
Well, basically a 30-year-old guy kind of fooled the school into thinking he was a pupil for a secret documentary. The school's outraged. Do you think that that's, for you, should anything go when it comes to making TV?
I think I've said to you before, there's loads of kids at my school. I remember being in the first year, and kids who, what year do schools go up to? I was in the first year, what is it?
11.
5?
Oh, sorry, first year of infants and juniors.
No, secondary school.
11.
Right. Year 11. Kids have beards and
No,
stuff.
not year 11. They're 11 when they first go to secondary school.
Right, well I'm 11, the kids at the older
Well,
end.
there's a
Well, it
fifth
depends.
form, and then
You
there's
can
a
leave
sixth
when
form.
you can leave when you're 16, I think, can't you now?
Right, well kids who were 16
Yeah.
looked old. They did have beards. I remember going there and thinking some of them were teachers.
I think he's answered that. Next one, what's the next one?
Tattoos and everything. I think they're kids in the earlier years even.
What do you make of the fact that Mariah Carey's £38 million payoff has cost EMI staff their jobs, and we're talking 1,800 EMI staff who have lost their
What do you
jobs?
think of that?
Yeah,
I mean, is that silly money, Mariah Carey, on 38 million?
she doesn't need that much.
She doesn't need that much. She has to dress nice, though.
It's not her fault. I'd say, it's bad business.
Okay.
Because, EMI, did you say?
Yes.
right? They've got rid of them staff.
Yeah.
Mariah Carey's left. Who's going to do the work?
Do you think Mariah should come back and do some temping?
Well, they should have got a loan and paid her.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Vicious circle, that.
Right.
Have you haven't done a business degree or anything, have you?
Commerce.
You did commerce. Where did you do that? What did you do with that?
At school, I'd learn how to fill out a cheque, pay a bill, and I think I had a trip round Kellogg's.
Can anyone confirm, actually, I had an email earlier,
Oh.
No, I'm not having a go, though. Tell them. This is what I'm like, aren't I?
Sorry, this is recording you as well. What do you mean I'm not going to go tell them? Do you think you
but
just
do
said
you
that
know
to
what I
me?
mean?
Do you think you haven't got a microphone? You just said to London, keep wheelchair sport off the telly because they can't get a rally going. You called them little fellas in wheelchairs. What? And I meant to go, what Carl meant was... What? I mean, what? They can hear you as well.
Yeah, I know, it's just that they might think that I'm having a go, and I don't want them to. That's why I stopped Cheeky Freak of the Week, because some people got the wrong end of the stick,
Right.
and what have you. So,
Well, it was funny that a woman was born with deformed legs. They might think you were taking the mick.
Anyway, I just was wondering if anyone could confirm. We had an email earlier, I forget who sent it in, but thanks very much indeed for it. They said that the Paralympics began this week, and apparently during the opening show, the entertainment was provided by Riverdance. Now, I don't know if that, I can neither confirm nor deny that, but it does seem rather tactless. Let's play a tune. Ricky Gervais.
Don't put my name to this last link. Don't put my name to this last link.
Ricky.Gervais, xfm.co.uk.
Oh.
Magic, Virgin, if you're listening, we are available probably sooner than we thought.
Talking of eating knobs,
Yeah.
Jilly Goulden. Now
What's she been up to?
Well, you saw it in I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here.
I haven't been watching it.
She popped a little kangaroo knob in the mouth, chewed it up.
What, she just found
swallowed
it? Did she lying around?
No, it was one of the things that she had to
Oh, it
eat.
was one of the challenges.
Carol Thatcher, you know, a daughter of one of our leaders.
Sure.
She popped a couple of bollocks in the mouth,
Oh.
chewed them up, swallowed them.
Oh.
And Jilly Goulden, there was a kangaroo penis there, dried. She couldn't even get. It was so tough she couldn't even get through it. And then she, eventually she eats
What was it, like a pepperoni?
Yeah, and she. What do you think of that, Carl?
what, eating that sort of stuff?
Yeah,
I watch it, I like those little trial bits, right?
yeah.
But what I don't think people realise is, right, it is hard eating a little kangaroo knob. Right?
Really? How do you know?
No, it's just, you know, you think about it and you go, oh, I couldn't do that, right? But what they never mention on the TV programme, which I think takes it to the next level, right? They're eating that at like 7:30 in the morning.
Sure. Right.
Which is worse, innit?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If I was there and Ant and Dec said, right, Carl, eat the knob, I'd go, hang on a minute, give us a few hours, let me get some rice and that on my belly, and just sort of fill me up a little bit more. I'll pop back at about 6:30 this evening,
Right.
have it ready. And I'd be happier then. It's just that thing of, you know, you
don't want to eat animal genitals on an empty stomach.
So what are you saying? You could
I'm saying, like, I could eat a knob at night, but
just cut that there. We'll loop that. If any DJs are listening,
No.
just take that quote. I could eat a knob at night by Karl Pilkington. Maybe do a dance remix.
Yeah,
Just
I think maybe you're sort of a house producer and you could maybe get some kind of high energy beat going and then we could just send that out to some of the gay clubs. I'm sure
Yeah.
it'll be really popular.
Please, anyone send us, you know, that loop with a nice little, you know, funky house beat. Karl Pilkington saying I could eat a knob at night.
no, but do
That's
you know what I mean, though? By that.
Not really.
Well, I okay then, right? Okay, now I couldn't do it. I could not do it. I couldn't pop a kangaroo testicle in my mouth and chew it. It was disgusting to watch. She was eating witchetty grubs. I mean, good on them because they were doing it. But then again, I think, well, they wanted to go in there. They knew they were up for it. So on the one hand, I think, is that admirable and is that showing sort of like good British metal, or is it, you know, I'll do anything to get on telly for a week? I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't. Where does it stop? You know, I thought Rebecca Lewis went too far when she gave the little pig a tug, but at least she knew where to stop.
Yeah.
She didn't, you know.
Well, I
Jilly
think it's
Goulden-
obvious when you have to stop.
Yeah, but you know,
The pig tells you that.
to you know, to pop the Also, again, where's the kangaroo hopping around without a cock?
I tell you, here's another question, right? Bit of a spin-off with animals and that. Have you ever, right, Steve, killed a fly?
Probably, yes.
right? Well, I was watching David Attenborough, right? He makes his money out of flies and that, doesn't he? Do you think he's ever killed one, or does he go, well, I can't kill that fly or that spider, because that's how I make my money?
I don't know what the question is.
I don't know what this question is.
Like my mum, right, she said if a fly is knocking about the house, she never kills it, she always catches it and puts it out and that, and she said she'd never kill
Who is
one.
she, Mr. Miyagi? What do you mean she catches it? How does she catch
with a
it?
pair of chopsticks.
No, she...
Second or third single?
Brilliant.
All the way back. 10 years ago.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Metal Mickey. On XFM 104.9.
Was it 10 years ago?
Must do, mustn't it?
Wow.
I think, was Drowners 91? I think so.
Crumbs.
Yeah. Go on.
Right.
Go on then, Carl.
Second one then. This is a bit easier, but I still think it's a good one.
So this is, we should explain what this is if you've just tuned in.
It's one of those stupid lateral thinking problems.
That Carl himself has created.
Yeah, that was his homework.
Right, this one. It's a fella. He has a normal day doing stuff. Nothing wrong with him. Right? And
It's the twist in the towers. It's just like Towers the Unexpected. Just a normal day, nothing wrong with him. Hold on, though, he's got the legs of a fish. Go on.
So,
that's what he's been hiding his legs.
so
Go on.
he does his
The
normal...
legs of a fish.
Sorry, Carl, carry on.
He has his working day and that,
Yeah.
and then he gets a bit tired. Goes to bed. He puts the light on, leaves it on, goes to bed.
Oh,
That's crazy.
that's mental. I can't think what's happened. Anyway, here's Radiohead. Right, okay. What, the question is, why does he put the light on when
So
he's
a
going
man,
to bed?
he's had a normal day, he's come home from work. Is that right, he's come home from work or he's not been working, he's just been
no,
out?
it's been working and stuff, I think.
You think? You've made it up, Carl, you can decide.
So is the question is, why has he put the light on when he's asleep? There's a reason that he's put the light on when he's asleep.
Has he gone to
No,
sleep?
no, Carl, don't shrug. You're meant to answer these questions.
He put the light on before he went to bed.
Yeah, and the question
And
you're
he's gone
asking
to
me is
sleep,
why? What's the
and
scenario?
And the light's on and
Yeah.
that, but he's gone to sleep.
Yeah.
He started reading and then he fell asleep.
No.
Did he he intentionally, for some reason, put the light on?
Every night. It's mad. Sounds mad.
That's Carl, doesn't it?
Every night he does it.
Yeah.
He puts the light on when
So-
he goes to
Light on
sleep.
it, goes to
Carl,
bed.
Carl, is the point of this, he puts the light on for a very good reason.
Not for us, but for some people.
He's blind and it's always been on, and he thinks he's turning it off, but it was on in the day, and he thinks he's turning it off, but he's turning it on because he's
No,
blind.
that'd be stupid.
That works.
No, that works great, Rick.
Yeah. Thank you, Carl. So you've got to come up with what?
Hang on. If
What?
you're blind, why would you put a light on?
No, he thinks it's off.
Yeah.
But why would he turn it on anyway?
Just think so he doesn't get burgled, so people know he's in because he can't see him. So he just he puts the light on when he's there, then he turns the light off when he goes to bed, so people think it's fine. But he's got it out of kilter, and actually he's walking around in the dark all day.
I don't believe that if you're blind, you turn your light on.
I don't think you'd be living on your own, would you?
I'm not having that for a
Do
second.
blind people live on their own?
Having that for a second. Well, some people do. Lonely blind people live on their own.
No, if you got bad eyes.
Any even women? Are there any blind women who are living on their own? Rick? No, I mean, if you know of some blind women
Oh
who
wait,
live on their own.
700, 800, 1, 2, 3, 4. We've gone through this.
If you are a blind woman-
with no standards and you don't care annoying voices and smell,
Yeah.
then get in touch with you.
Yeah, I
you
mean,
know-
you've got to be within the ages of, say, 25 to 65. You know,
Right.
well, call it 75.
You fussy, you fussy all of a sudden.
I know.
Yeah, go on.
If you were blind, would you live in London? Because someone said yesterday there was one struggling outside in Leicester Square, and I don't understand. If you were, I mean, you know,
That might have been a tourist.
but why come to London if you're blind? It's the worst place in the world to come if you're blind.
To hear the sights.
To hear the sights.
It's a bit mad, isn't it?
Well, they have they do the same job.
They have tourist needs like anyone else.
Yeah.
No, but it sort of stinks, and you'd go away going, "Oh, it's not that good." I just thought that I thought it was a bit weird.
Well, never mind your concern for the partially sighted or sight impaired people coming to London. Get on with this.
Yeah. So there he is.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, a bit tired.
Yeah.
Just put the light on. Get to bed.
Yeah. So he turns the light on and he goes to bed.
Yeah.
Oh.
Should we play a track?
He's not sleeping on the job. He's a lighthouse keeper.
Well done.
Is he a lighthouse
That's not
keeper?
it, Carl.
He's a lighthouse keeper.
Right. Why wasn't the light on all the time?
Because it's light in the day.
You idiot. Play a record.
What?
Play a record. You're a buffoon.
No, actually, the light isn't on in the day, is it?
No,
Rick?
it's not.
I think you're the buffoon.
Oh, yeah.
Carl has won!
Eminem, Lose Yourself on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant.
Hello there.
But not Karl Pilkington.
No, Carl, no.
He's gone back to Manchester, innit? It's better than London.
Yeah.
You don't know it, Manchester's better than London. Instead, Claire Sturgis.
Claire Sturgis round of applause for Claire, yeah.
Thanks,
the
yeah, thanks,
posse- the
yeah.
posse's the
Yeah,
posse's
he's coming
there.
there in sort of the camouflage gear, and is that quite trendy? Is that what the kids
Did
are
you know,
wearing
it's
there?
funny. Someone actually mentioned
Or
that
are
this
you on
morning.
manoeuvres?
Yeah,
I am
exactly.
actually,
Yeah.
taking time out this morning from what I normally do.
Sure.
I missed the second half, talking like that, of Celebrity Boot Camp.
I don't know what that
Coolio,
is it?
the fella from Milli Vanilli.
What, the one that's not dead?
Eh?
No, the one that killed himself,
Sure.
Steve.
Okay. No, I just want to clarify for people. A lot of people don't realise that one of them is dead.
Right.
I thought it was important to mention it.
Actually, yeah, I didn't know.
I'll be honest with you, I hadn't thought it through.
No.
It was a piece of interesting Milli Vanilli trivia that I had, and I wanted to slip it in.
But it wasn't really trivia, because it was a question. You went, what? The one
Rick,
who's not
what I'm
dead.
saying, Rick, is I could have found a more tactful way of bringing up the death of one of Milli Vanilli, because I think there's a lot of people out there now upset, maybe Claire
Actually,
didn't
yeah,
realise.
people who didn't know.
That's quite a shock. I didn't see, I mean, I should have sat people
who
down.
who died? Vanilli or Millie?
I think it was Millie.
No,
Right,
it's
okay.
Vanilli. What?
Is it, I don't know,
No, but
which
I
one.
didn't know.
that
I'm guessing.
is-
Actually, I'm guessing.
What
Wait, no, I'm
about
not
that?
confusing Milli Vanilli and Squitty Pilly, have I? Because, I mean, that is a danger.
Oh no, you're thinking of the fellow out of Grumple Palumple. He was amazing.
He was amazing. It's a great shame that he topped
Grumple
himself.
Palumple, they're not around this. Anyway, cool, we've got some great tunes lined up. We're gonna play today, our favourite singles
It's
of the
a
year.
favourite tune, some of which
Tune,
didn't
yeah.
quite make it as singles maybe, but tunes of the year, because obviously Christmas very soon and we'll be away for a short time.
I think
and,
next week we'll be doing our favourite Christmas songs of all time.
yeah, I'm worried we're not going to fill 2 hours with that. I mean, how many times can he play Shakin' Stevens before,
Fairy Tale of New York.
yeah, exactly. I mean,
There
that's
it
the
is
only
again.
one, isn't it, really?
That's the best one. That's the best Christmas
That one's
song
good,
ever.
but obviously there's Joni Mitchell's The River, that starts with a kind of Christmassy
Beautiful,
feel.
beautiful.
I don't think if there's anything else, not great deal.
The
so this
Waitresses, Christmas rapping.
is that one?
Is that
Favourite of
brilliant?
mine.
Is that good?
Yeah,
So this is Christmas. John Lennon. Paul McCartney came out with Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time.
Christmas time, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah.
So John's was Happy Christmas War is over.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of course it wasn't, but,
Hey,
optimistic.
but I mean, at least he wanted
No,
to be.
he was dreaming of it. He was dreaming of it.
Yeah. That's, I mean,
and bless him.
And to show how much
I don't.
he hated
John
war.
Lennon's dead as well. I don't know if anyone's.
Yeah, no, they do.
Oh, yeah,
know
that's
that.
just another bit of
I
rock and roll
like
trivia.
John's protest against war. He stayed in bed for a week.
Yeah.
I've been doing
I've done
that. I've been protesting against war for ages.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
eating hamburgers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Against war.
Absolutely.
I just go into Burger King on the way here. I went into the counter. I
But
said,
of course, that's not. I mean, not product placement there. And there's a number of other burger joints that people may wish to go to if
I
they
often go to
choose.
McDonald's.
Yeah,
I often go to
exactly,
McDonald's. But I went into Burger King because it's close. And I went in there.
It's convenient, but then often McDonald's will be convenient. I mean,
Convenient. McDonald's is just
it
convenient.
yeah,
Depends where you are.
Just as convenient depending where you are.
And I said, could I have a cheeseburger and small fries? Take away, please. And he recognised me. He went, oh, I've seen you on telly enough, won't you? He went, there's your meal, sir. I went, thanks. He winked and went, I'll put large fries in.
Brilliant.
So that's
So,
the sort
but I
of-
love it's.
So it's paying off. At last, true genius is being rewarded
But I'm
by
just
the
intrigued to
burger
know,
joints.
because I mean, there's been a couple of times where I've been with you, and we've gone to a restaurant and someone's given you a free meal or whatever.
I
And it's the
know.
way that it's like you don't ask for it; it's
No.
just kind of offered. But I don't know what they're expecting in return.
Nothing.
I mean, do they
Nothing.
think that you'll go away and you'll always think fondly of Chad who works in Burger King?
I just think they think, oh, I don't know, they make
I'm
like
going to
the-
give him a little treat.
Yeah, I know. I don't like it, but then I'm always grateful, and I never.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I'm slightly embarrassed.
Did
but-
anyone around you hear what had happened?
No.
Because I imagine the resentment, just the whole room
No,
turning
they
on
didn't.
you.
I had to go around telling them.
Yeah,
I went. I said, "Excuse me. Did you hear that?" He goes, "No." I go, he just gave me the free thing because I'm on the telly. And I went,
Yeah.
"I don't recognise." I went, "You don't recognise me?"
I'm terrified now that that someone could be listening at Burger King HQ. You know,
And
I'm
that
assuming
little
this
fella-
is an unorthodox procedure.
and
you
that
know.
little fella's got
But
fired.
we know they know it's Leicester Square now because I just mentioned it, so they know which Burger King it is.
Oh my god. I don't know.
What was his name?
Ralph Littleton. He had a name badge.
Yeah.
Number 342.
Well, I just hope Littleton doesn't get in trouble.
So, what are we gonna play
That could be a
first?
sad Christmas for him. He's probably keeping his whole family afloat.
But it's Springsteen.
Well, tunes of the year. I mean, I know people dismiss Springsteen, but as I say, the gig I went to see earlier in the year, I made it.
Sturgis couldn't believe we were gonna play Springsteen.
Brilliant. I just think, you know, leave aside what you think is cool and trendy, and the fact that he's older now or whatever else.
Really?
Just leave all that behind and just listen to the tunes, because you know he remains a great musician.
Lonesome Day.
Lonesome Day is the current single, and it's the first track on the album. And,
Free chips.
absolutely.
That's brilliant.
The boss.
Do we care if it's trendy?
I don't care.
We're like Huey Lewis. It's hip to be square, Steve.
We should play some Huey.
Oh, we can't.
Can we?
No.
Oh, come on, the power of love.
No.
Oh.
It's a curious thing.
Yeah, yeah.
It makes one man
weep, makes another man sing. I don't know what's going on there. It's weird, isn't it?
It's strange.
Oh, flipping heck.
Yeah.
Springsteen there.
Yeah, no, obviously he's playing again next year sometime.
I bet even trendy people thought, well, yeah, it's alright.
But,
yeah.
I mean, I tell
bet
you-
they wanted to rock. I bet they wanted to drive along a freeway.
Well,
with
I
a-
think you've got to be hard pushed to turn over the channel if you're driving and that's playing. Who wouldn't want to be driving a car while that's playing? You
Yeah.
know? Down an open freeway.
we are sounding. I know there's a little bit of irony in it, but we are sounding like Dr. Fox. Did you see? Did you see the final of Fame Academy?
No, I don't watch Fame Academy. I'm
Foxy got in there. He was in the audience.
No!
Yeah,
How
did
not
Foxy
enough
work in?
being on Pop Idol. He was in there. And do you know who was sitting next to him?
Next to
in
Foxy?
disguise.
In disguise?
In disguise, he had a little beard and a woolly hat on, looked like a badly drawn boy. Mackenzie Crook.
Really?
And we had to, we taped it, yeah, and I went, it is, and we taped it, and he was there. So he's back from America.
Was
and
it obviously a false beard?
No, I think he's...
Is he befriended Foxy? do you
I
think?
don't know.
Are they hanging out
We're
together
gonna
now
see
on the
him tonight.
hog?
We're gonna
What
see him
was he
tonight.
doing in the States then? What was he doing?
He's doing
that's-
a film,
yeah,
so
Mackenzie.
yeah.
In fact, he probably is wearing a beard. He plays, we can't say too much about it, he's playing a pirate, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, we'd make a good pirate.
Yeah, exactly. So far he's been cast as a pirate and a ghost, which seems to make sense.
Oh, dear.
So, I'll be pumping in for information about Foxy, because, you know, I'm a big fan of Foxy's, you know.
I know.
Both a DJ and a medical man.
I like that. I like the way that you got Pumping and Foxy in the same sentence.
yeah, absolutely, yeah.
I loved him.
Calm down.
Stop
Did you just say
pumping
you're going to see him tonight? Is it Comedy Wars tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's the big
that's so
do, yeah,
exciting.
yeah.
You're going, obviously.
Yeah.
Of course.
What you wearing? What you wearing?
Very boring, I'm afraid.
What?
Very traditional tuxedos. aren't we?
Tuxedos. We went shopping together and bought them. It's quite sad. I don't know. I should have said that. Lost a certain degree of rock and roll cool.
It was funny, because I went straight in, I went, 42 chest, 36, 30 leg, that's fine, right? Steve, I had to stay there looking at Steve trying about 9 jackets so the arms weren't too short.
Yeah.
I suggest at one point go down to London Zoo and see what the Gibbons wear. Because it's, every single...
Those little jackets you see them wear when there's an organ grinder. Now, who's making those?
I want one of those, he's 6'9".
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Have you got the cummerbunds and things? You've got.
Well, this is the thing. My father phoned up. You know, I have conversations with my parents, which are always they'll phone up and it'd be like, "All right, how's it going? Yeah. What are you having for tea? What am I having for tea? Probably having a lovely. I'll probably have a spaghetti bolognese tonight, Dad. Oh yeah. What have you had, Dad? Oh, your mother just made a lovely lasagna, Steve. Yeah, just eating that. I mean, it literally, that's the conversation. It's like, yeah, I think every parent, it's just, they're just interested in food that you've eaten, food you're planning to eat, food you've enjoyed in the past, because they just want to know you're eating.
That is
And then, have you got enough vitamin C? Got enough vitamin C tablets? Because I can always send you some. I can buy them myself, Dad. I'll send you some. It's not a problem. Dad, I don't need to. So anyway, he says, what have you done? You know, and I'm trying to think. I think to myself, he'll be impressed if I bought a tuxedo. I say, I bought a tuxedo.
Will he like that? Yeah.
He said, you bought a tuxedo. Why didn't you rent it? I said, well, it was quite cheap. It went out cheap. Told him the price. He went, no, it's not bad, not bad. Elaine! You just bought a tuxedo! He just bought a tuxedo, Elaine! Yeah! He said, have you got a cummerbund? I said, a cummerbund. I said, do I need a cummerbund? He said, well, you're gonna be dancing?
like he knows the
Like he knows, like he's some kind of, like, I don't know the man's ever worn a suit, let alone a tuxedo. What does he know about?
I love your dad.
Gonna be dancing? I just the idea of him being at some kind of do, and right, Elaine, jackets off, cummerbunds on, time for a dance.
You know a cummerbund? Do you wear it over your braces then? Because those things are... Because you're not wearing a belt, I assume.
No, you wear it under the braces, I think.
No,
No,
you don't.
do you? I don't
wear
know.
it over it, don't you? 'Cause
Over the belt, but braces is different.
There's no belt.
Well, no, if
that
you...
one a tuxedo, is
No,
there?
you're right. No, you're right. It is over the braces.
Sorry, how many people tuned to XFM are worrying about the etiquette of
No, but
cummerbunds?
this is important because of the comedy wars which is going on. It's live tonight.
Yeah,
isn't
no,
it?
yeah. Well, that's
But I'll
that's
tell you
why
this, Rick, I tried on the tuxedo I bought yesterday, I got a new shirt as well. I look like James Bond. I'm not gonna lie to you. No, I do
I
look like
can't
James
wait.
Bond. I look exactly like him. It's uncanny. It is uncanny.
Really? Because
Yeah.
the bloke in there said you look like a lanky streak of piss, and I looked good.
No.
No, he did,
Because as you were walking out the shop, he called
did.
me back in and said, you know that
I know,
fat man
that
off
was
the
for
telly?
show. That was for show.
No.
Because when the very last time when you
He
were
said you
definitely,
looked like
you were
Odd Job.
definitely
He said you looked like Odd Job.
No, he
said you looked
when
like
you were
Blofeld.
He said when you were definitely on the tube. He said
said you
"Who's
looked
the
like
goggle-eyed
Blowjob." He said you looked like
freaky streak
Blowjob.
of piss with a stupid gingery blonde hair. And
He said you look like a
goggle
combination
eyes.
of Blofeld
You
and
look
Odd
brilliant,
Job. You look like
Rick.
Blowjob. He said
He is a
Blowjob.
lanky twat.
He said blowjob.